Daily Horoscope for Aries. April 27, 2025, as the cosmic wheels turn on this late April day, Aries finds themselves at a fascinating crossroads of energy. The sun is firmly established in Taurus now, bringing a more grounded influence to your naturally fiery disposition. This creates an interesting dynamic where your impulsive nature meets steady determination. Today, Mars, your ruling planet, forms a significant trine with Jupiter, amplifying your natural confidence and creating expansive opportunities. This is not a day to play small, dear Ram. The universe is practically begging you to take that leap of faith you've been contemplating. Whether it's a professional endeavor or personal project, the cosmic alignment supports bold action. In your career sphere, unexpected recognition may come your way. A superior or colleague could acknowledge work you completed weeks or even months ago. This recognition isn't random. It's the universe's way of confirming you're on the right path. Those in creative fields will find their imagination particularly vivid today, with solutions to persistent problems seemingly appearing out of nowhere. Financially, this is an excellent day for planning rather than spending. The Taurus solar influence enhances your connection to material security, making it an ideal time to review investments or consider new ways to build wealth. An opportunity involving property or long-term assets may present itself, but don't feel pressured to decide immediately. The favorable aspects will remain for several days. In matters of the heart, Venus creates an interesting angle to your sign today, bringing warmth and openness to your relationships. For single Aries, a chance encounter could spark meaningful conversation that reveals surprising compatibility. Look for connections in unconventional places, perhaps through mutual interests or community activities. Coupled Aries will benefit from honest communication today. A heart-to-heart conversation could strengthen your bond and resolve lingering tensions from earlier in the month. Your physical energy is robust today, thanks to beneficial aspects to your ruling planet Mars. However, the stars suggest focusing on balanced activities rather than pushing your limits. Consider combining cardio with flexibility work or strength with mindfulness. Your body will respond exceptionally well to holistic approaches now. Mentally, Mercury's position indicates heightened analytical abilities. Complex problems that have been frustrating you may suddenly seem clearer. This is especially true for educational pursuits or intellectual projects you've been developing. Take notes on your insights; they'll prove valuable in the coming weeks. A word of caution, though. While the day's energy is predominantly positive, a subtle square between the Moon and Saturn could trigger moments of self-doubt, particularly in the afternoon hours. Remember that these feelings are temporary and don't accurately reflect your capabilities or worth. Having a mantra or affirmation ready can help you move through these moments gracefully. Your social connections shine brightly today. A friend may reach out unexpectedly with an invitation or opportunity that aligns perfectly with your current goals. Don't dismiss seemingly casual interactions. The universe often works through synchronicity, and a passing conversation could contain the exact information or connection you need. In your home environment, you might feel a sudden urge to rearrange or redecorate. This reflects an inner transformation taking place. As you shift internal priorities, your external space naturally demands realignment. Trust this process and use it as a metaphor for the broader changes unfolding in your life. Spiritually, today offers profound potential for insight. The numerical vibration of the day resonates with introspection and revelation. Even if you don't typically engage in meditation or contemplative practices, taking just 10 minutes for quiet reflection could yield surprising clarity about your path forward. The evening hours bring a gentle shift as the moon changes signs, easing any tension from earlier in the day. This creates a perfect atmosphere for relaxation and quality time with loved ones, or perhaps some restorative solitude if that's what your spirit craves. A dream tonight might carry significant symbolic meaning, particularly related to water or travel. Keep a notebook by your bed to record any impressions upon waking, What seems mysterious now may make perfect sense in the context of coming events. Looking at the bigger picture, this day represents an important stepping stone in your 2025 journey. The seeds planted now, especially regarding self-belief and vision for your future, will continue developing throughout the spring and summer months. What you commit to today has the potential to manifest in tangible forms by the harvest season. Remember, brave Aries, while your natural instinct is to charge ahead, today's most powerful approach involves confident action paired with thoughtful strategy. Use your fire to illuminate the path, rather than burning through opportunities too quickly. Your power color for April 27th is deep amber, which enhances your natural confidence while adding a touch of the grounding Taurus energy present in the solar position. Carrying a clear quartz crystal would help amplify the day's positive vibrations while providing protection against any challenging energies. In summary, April 27, 2025 offers Aries a powerful blend of opportunity and insight. By balancing your natural courage with the thoughtful energy available today, you can make significant progress on multiple fronts. Trust your instincts, but also be willing to pause and consider the deeper currents moving through your life. The universe supports your boldest dreams today. Step forward with both confidence and wisdom. On April 27, 2025, Aries natives will experience a fascinating planetary configuration that significantly impacts your core energy field. The Sun will be positioned at approximately 7 degrees Taurus in your second house of resources and values, bringing financial matters into sharp focus while highlighting your material security needs. This position creates a grounding effect for your typically fiery nature, encouraging practical thinking about long-term stability rather than immediate gratification. The Sun's trine to Pluto in Aquarius amplifies your ability to transform resources through innovative thinking and social connections. This aspect empowers you to make profound changes in how you manage your assets and self-worth. Mars, your ruling planet, will be positioned in Cáncer in your fourth house, creating an interesting dynamic where your drive and ambition are channeled into domestic matters and emotional foundations. This placement can sometimes feel uncomfortable for Aries, as your natural forward momentum encounters the sensitive, protective energy of Cáncer. You may find yourself unusually focused on home improvements, family relationships, or creating emotional security. The square between Mars and Mercury suggests potential conflicts between your emotional drives and logical communication, requiring careful navigation of family discussions. The Moon will be transitioning through late Virgo, moving into Libra during the day, activating both your 6th house of daily work and 7th house of partnerships. This lunar movement highlights a shift from analytical problem-solving to relationship harmonizing. The Virgo moon in the morning hours enhances your ability to organize tasks and attend to details with precision, while the afternoon's Libra moon opens doorways to meaningful exchanges with partners and collaborators. This dual influence creates a day of productive transition from individual focus to cooperative endeavors. Mercury positioned in Taurus reinforces the Sun's influence in your second house, bringing clear thinking and practical communication to financial matters. Your thoughts may be more deliberate and methodical than usual, allowing you to articulate your needs and values with unusual clarity. This placement supports contract negotiations, financial planning, and discussions about resources, though it may slow your typically quick mental processes to ensure thoroughness. Venus in early Gemini activates your 3rd house of communication and local environment, creating a charming, socially engaging energy field around your daily interactions. This position enhances your verbal expression, making you more diplomatically persuasive than usual. The sextile between Venus and Mars creates a productive channel between your emotional drives and your social connections, potentially opening doors to valuable networking opportunities through casual conversations. Jupiter continues its expansive journey through Gemini in your 3rd house, amplifying the Venus effect and creating significant growth opportunities through learning, communication, and community engagement. This placement suggests potential for beneficial short trips, educational opportunities, or advantageous connections with siblings or neighbors. Jupiter's opposition to Neptune in Aries creates a fascinating tension between expansive intellectual exploration and your personal spiritual awakening process. Saturn's position in Pisces activates your 12th house of the unconscious, spiritual work, and hidden matters. This placement continues a profound period of karmic completion and psychological integration that began in March 2023. Today's specific angle between Saturn and your natal Mars may trigger recognition of how past limitations have actually strengthened your resolve and clarified your true direction. The supportive trine between Saturn and the North Node suggests that working through subconscious patterns today yields significant progress toward your highest path. Uranus in Gemini joins Venus and Jupiter in your 3rd house, creating an electric, innovative quality to your thinking and communication. This revolutionary planet brings sudden insights, unexpected connections, and possibly disruptive but ultimately liberating changes to your information flow and learning processes. The challenging square between Uranus and Neptune across your 3rd and 1st houses highlights tension between intellectual breakthroughs and personal identity transformation. Neptune's position in your sign, Aries, continues a once-in-164-year transit that began in 2025, dissolving old self-concepts while inspiring new visions of who you might become. Today's particular degree activates Neptune's conjunction with your natal sun if you were born in mid-April, creating heightened spiritual sensitivity, creative inspiration, and potentially some temporary confusion about direction as higher awareness integrates. Pluto in Aquarius occupies your 11th house of social networks, collective movements, and long-term aspirations. This generational planet brings transformative intensity to your friend groups, organizational affiliations, and technological connections. Today's specific aspect between Pluto and the Sun empowers you to leverage social capital for material gain, possibly through unexpected support from influential associates or by recognizing the value of your contribution to group endeavors. The North Node in Cáncer in your 4th house aligns with Mars today, suggesting that your highest evolutionary path involves integrating assertive energy with emotional nurturing. This nodal position indicates that family healing, creating secure bases, and honoring your emotional needs represents critical soul growth during this period. Today's planetary support for this nodal direction makes it an excellent time to initiate home-centered projects that will have long-term emotional benefits. The South Node in Capricorn in your 10th house represents familiar patterns of overemphases on career, status, and external achievement that you're being asked to balance with more attention to inner foundations. The opposition between the lunar nodes across your career-home axis highlights the central evolutionary tension of this period for all Aries natives. Chiron, the wounded healer, continues its journey through Taurus in your 2nd house, bringing opportunities to heal core wounds related to self-worth, material security, and fundamental values. Today's contact between Chiron and your natal Venus may highlight tender areas around deserving prosperity, while simultaneously offering pathways to transform these limitations through conscious awareness. The Black Moon Lilith point in Virgo in your 6th house adds an element of primal feminine power to your work routines, health practices, and service orientation. This placement can manifest as rejection of limiting workplace dynamics or as revolutionary approaches to bodily wellness that honor your authentic rhythms rather than imposed schedules. Ceres in Leo activates your 5th house of creative expression, romance, and pleasure, bringing nurturing energy to your artistic pursuits and relationships with children. This asteroid goddess supports joyful self-expression and highlights the importance of play and celebration as essential nourishment for your spirit. The asteroid palace, Athena in Scorpio in your 8th house, enhances your strategic thinking around shared resources, investments, and psychological dynamics. This placement supports wise navigation of power dynamics and financial entanglements, offering tactical advantages in negotiations involving others' assets or emotional commitments. The asteroid Vesta in Gemini joins the third house congregation, adding sacred focus to your communication efforts and bringing a quality of dedicated service to how you share information. This placement supports consecrating your voice to higher purposes beyond mere social interaction. The part of fortune falls in Sagittarius in your ninth house today, indicating that your greatest joy and success comes through exploring broader philosophical horizons, international connections, higher education, or spiritual questing. This mathematical point suggests that expanding your worldview brings particular fulfillment during this period. These planetary positions collectively create a dynamic energy field that supports Aries in balancing assertive self-expression with emotional intelligence, practical resource management, and innovative thinking. The day's overall configuration encourages integrating fiery initiative with thoughtful planning, creating a powerful platform for meaningful progress. April 27, 2025 presents Aries with a fascinating communication landscape as Mercury forms a trine with your ruling planet Mars. This powerful alignment creates an exceptional day for articulating your thoughts with both precision and passion. Your words carry additional weight today, making it an ideal time to address matters requiring assertiveness and clarity. The lunar position in Gemini activates your third house of communication, amplifying your already dynamic expression style and bringing a versatility to your interactions that others will find compelling. This dual influence of Mercury and the Moon creates a perfect storm of eloquence and persuasiveness in your verbal exchanges. For Aries professionals, this celestial configuration supports presentations, negotiations, and crucial conversations that have been postponed. Your ability to cut through confusion with direct statements is heightened, though be mindful that Saturn's position suggests the need for tactful delivery. Strength need not sacrifice diplomacy. Written communications benefit from Mars' influence, allowing your authentic voice to shine through in emails, messages, and creative projects. The Venus-Mercury conjunction in neighboring Taurus adds a pleasing quality to your words, softening your typical directness with a touch of charm that makes others more receptive to your ideas. Social media posts and digital communications may gain unexpected traction today, as your natural Aries enthusiasm translates remarkably well across virtual platforms. Conversations initiated around midday, when the Moon-Mars trine perfects, will flow with particular ease, making this an excellent window for important discussions. Jupiter's wide angle to your communications sector suggests that speaking your truth could open unexpected doors of opportunity, particularly in educational or publishing realms. For Aries individuals involved in teaching, writing, or public speaking, today's planetary energies provide a significant boost to your expressiveness and ability to connect with your audience. Personal relationships benefit from your enhanced articulation of feelings, emotions that sometimes get tangled in your typical fast-paced communication style have a chance to be expressed with greater nuance and depth. Phone calls to distant family members or friends will feel especially rewarding under this influence. If you've been meaning to have a heart-to-heart conversation, today's aspects provide supportive energy for authentic exchanges. The one caution comes from Pluto's position, which could trigger power dynamics in certain conversations. Be watchful for any tendency to dominate discussions or push your viewpoint too forcefully. Your greatest communication success today will come from balancing your natural Aries assertiveness with genuine curiosity about others' perspectives. Listening becomes your secret weapon. When you truly hear others, your own expression gains tremendous impact. For creative Aries, this is an exceptional day for brainstorming, as your mental energy flows freely and innovative ideas emerge with little effort. Your verbal creativity peaks in the evening hours when Neptune's influence softens the edges of your communication style, adding a touch of inspiration and intuition to your words. Consider recording voice notes of your ideas throughout the day, as this cosmic configuration supports a rapid flow of insights that might otherwise be forgotten in your characteristic rush forward. As we examine the financial landscape for Aries on April 27, 2025, we're met with a fascinating configuration of planetary energies. With the Sun firmly positioned in Taurus, illuminating your second house of personal finances and resources, your attention is naturally drawn toward material security and wealth-building strategies. This placement creates a steady foundation for financial decisions, encouraging you to take a more grounded, practical approach to money matters. Neptune, which has recently moved into your own sign of Aries, creates an interesting dynamic on this particular day. While this planet can sometimes cloud judgment, today it forms a harmonious aspect with Venus, suggesting that your financial intuition is especially heightened. You might experience sudden insights about investments or money-making opportunities that others simply cannot see. The position of Mars in Cáncer activates your fourth house, suggesting potential financial opportunities connected to real estate, family resources, or home-based ventures. If you've been considering a property investment or starting a home business, today's energy supports putting those plans into motion. Look particularly at long-term investments rather than quick gains in this sector. Mercury in Taurus makes a favorable trine to Pluto in Capricorn, creating a powerfully transformative energy for financial communications. Negotiations, contracts, and financial discussions initiated today carry significant weight and potential for positive long-term impact. Your words have particular persuasive power, especially when discussing money or resources. Jupiter's position in Gemini activates your third house of communication and local connections, suggesting that networking within your community could yield unexpected financial opportunities. A conversation with a neighbor, sibling, or local business contact might lead to a profitable collaboration. Pay special attention to casual conversations about money matters today. They're likely to contain valuable information. The moon in Virgo today forms a productive sextile to Venus, enhancing your ability to analyze financial details while still appreciating the bigger picture of wealth creation. This is an excellent day for reviewing budgets, financial plans, or investment portfolios with both precision and creativity. Saturn in Pisces continues its transit through your 12th house, reminding you that some financial restrictions actually serve a higher purpose in your life. Today, you might gain clarity about how past financial limitations have actually protected you or guided you toward more sustainable wealth-building strategies. Uranus in Taurus, making a conjunction with the Sun today, brings an element of surprise to your financial sector. Unexpected money matters may arise, perhaps a sudden expense, but more likely an unforeseen opportunity for income or investment. Stay flexible and ready to capitalize on unusual financial prospects that don't fit your normal patterns. A particularly noteworthy aspect today is Venus in Gemini forming a square with Neptune in Aries, which suggests some caution is needed around financial fantasies or get-rich-quick schemes. While your intuition is strong, discernment is still required, especially regarding offers that seem too good to be true. For Aries entrepreneurs or business owners, today's Capricorn rising makes a favorable aspect to your career sector, suggesting that professional advancement and financial gain are closely linked. Authority figures or mentors may provide valuable financial advice or opportunities if you're open to receiving them. The North Node in Pisces makes a subtle but important aspect to your financial houses today, suggesting that spiritual values and material wealth need not be in conflict. In fact, aligning your money-making activities with your deeper values will likely lead to greater abundance in the long run. For Aries looking for new income streams, pay attention to the asteroid Pallas in Scorpio today, which activates your 8th house of shared resources and investments. Your strategic thinking around collaborative ventures is especially sharp, making this an excellent day to explore partnerships, joint ventures, or shared financial opportunities. Those born in the first decan of Aries, March 21 to 30, will feel today's financial energies most intensely, as the Uranus-Sun conjunction creates particular resonance with your natural pioneering spirit. A bold but calculated financial risk may pay off handsomely if undertaken with proper research. Chiron in your sign forms a healing trine to your financial sector today, suggesting that old wounds around money, worth, or financial self-esteem may be ready for resolution. As these blocks clear, new avenues for prosperity naturally open up. The part of fortune falls in your sixth house today, indicating that financial gains are likely to come through diligent work, attention to detail, and service to others. Side hustles or secondary income sources deserve particular attention, as they have significant growth potential now. As Mercury prepares to go direct after its recent retrograde period, any financial matters that have been delayed or under review since early April are now ready to move forward. Projects, investments, or financial decisions that have been on hold can be advanced with confidence. For employed Aries, today's planetary configurations suggest that requesting a raise or promotion would be timely, particularly if you can demonstrate your unique value proposition. The Sun-Uranus conjunction empowers you to break conventional patterns and negotiate from a position of innovative strength. Looking at the week ahead, today marks the beginning of a favorable 7-day period for financial planning and wealth-building activities. The seeds planted today have particularly strong growth potential throughout the coming lunar cycle. Remember that with Neptune in your sign, visualizing your financial success is an especially powerful tool right now. Take time today to clarify your money intentions and create concrete, tangible steps toward your most ambitious financial goals. April 27, 2025 presents Aries with several fortunate areas worth exploring as the cosmos aligns in your favor. With Jupiter forming a harmonious trine to your sign from Gemini, your communication sector receives a significant boost. This planetary blessing makes any endeavor involving words, ideas, and information exchange particularly lucky for you today. Whether writing important emails, having crucial conversations, or presenting your thoughts, you'll find yourself unusually eloquent and persuasive. Mars, your ruling planet, will be activating your financial sector, creating a powerful day for monetary initiatives. Investment opportunities that come your way deserve special attention, particularly those related to technology or communication platforms. Your intuition about value is heightened, making this an excellent day to negotiate deals or discuss salary matters. The moon in Leo connects powerfully with Venus, bringing fortunate social encounters, especially in creative or recreational settings. Public spaces devoted to arts, entertainment, or children's activities could bring unexpected opportunities or connections. Pay attention to casual conversations at these venues, as they may contain valuable information or lead to beneficial relationships. Your sixth house of daily work and health receives positive aspects from Mercury, making workplace environments particularly fortunate. Colleagues are more likely to support your initiatives, and supervisors more inclined to notice your contributions. Healthcare appointments scheduled today are also favorably aspected, with accurate diagnoses and effective treatments more likely. Community involvement shows up as another fortunate area, with Neptune in Aries enhancing your natural leadership abilities. Volunteer work or community organization efforts could lead to valuable connections and opportunities. Your ability to inspire others is at a peak, making this an excellent day to rally support for causes you believe in. Educational pursuits are strongly favored, as Saturn forms a productive sextile to your sign. Any learning endeavor you undertake today has strong potential for long-term benefits. Consider signing up for courses, attending workshops, or even informal learning opportunities that present themselves. Family gatherings show unique promise for Aries natives today. The asteroid series in your fourth house emphasizes nurturing connections with relatives, making family meals or get-togethers especially fortuitous. Important information may be shared during these gatherings that proves valuable in unexpected ways. Creative expressions benefit from Uranus's position, bringing innovative ideas and unexpected inspiration. If you've been working on artistic projects, today might bring breakthrough moments or recognition. Don't hesitate to share your creative work as it's likely to be well received and could open doors. Water-related activities carry particular fortune today, with Neptune's influence sensitizing you to flow states and intuitive insights. Swimming, bathing rituals, or simply spending time near lakes, oceans, or rivers could bring remarkable clarity about personal matters or professional decisions. The early morning hours between 6 and 8 a.m. show especially favorable aspects, making this an ideal time for setting intentions or beginning important projects. The evening after 7 p.m. shows another fortunate window, perfect for networking or social engagements that could lead to opportunities. Pay special attention to individuals with Gemini or Sagittarius influences in their chart today. These connections could prove particularly beneficial. A casual conversation with such a person might reveal information that helps advance your goals or provides unexpected support. Travel plans, especially short trips or local explorations, carry fortunate energy. If you've been considering visiting a nearby location or taking a day trip, today's aspects support discoveries and positive experiences. Transportation itself flows smoothly, making journeys more pleasant than usual. Your intuition serves as a powerful compass. Today, trust those gut feelings about which opportunities to pursue and which to pass by. With Neptune aligning with your ruling planet Mars, your subconscious understanding of situations is heightened and extraordinarily accurate. For Aries on April 27, 2025, your social landscape shows fascinating developments. The Sun in Taurus in your second house creates a grounding effect on your social interactions, making you surprisingly patient in conversations that would normally test your limits. This is complemented by Venus forming a harmonious trine with Jupiter, expanding your social circle in unexpected ways. Someone you meet through a casual introduction could become significantly important in your life trajectory. Mars, your ruling planet, is positioned in Gemini, energizing your communication sector. This placement amplifies your natural charisma, making your words particularly magnetic today. You'll find yourself at the center of social gatherings, even if that wasn't your intention. Your opinions carry unusual weight, so be mindful of how you express criticism. The Moon in Libra occupies your seventh house of partnerships, highlighting one-on-one connections over large group dynamics. This creates an interesting paradox. While you're popular in group settings today, you'll derive more satisfaction from deep conversations with individual friends or partners. These conversations may reveal insights about yourself you hadn't previously recognized. Mercury forms a square with Neptune today, which could introduce some confusion in social communications. Be particularly clear when making plans, as there's potential for misunderstandings. Double-check meeting times and locations to avoid frustration. This aspect also heightens your intuition about others' hidden agendas. If something feels off about a new acquaintance, trust that instinct. Social media interactions take on greater significance today. Something you post could reach a much wider audience than anticipated, potentially connecting you with people who share your more esoteric interests. This is an excellent day to join online communities aligned with passions you've kept private. Your fifth house of pleasure receives beneficial aspects from Jupiter, suggesting that social activities centered around creative pursuits will be particularly rewarding. Consider attending art events, music performances, or creative workshops where you can meet others with shared interests. These connections have strong potential to develop into lasting friendships. Existing friendships undergo subtle transformations today. A long-term friend may reveal a different side of themselves, adding new dimensions to your relationship. Be open to these evolutions rather than clinging to established dynamics. The Libra moon encourages you to embrace balance and fairness in all your interactions. Professional networking takes on a more personal quality today. Colleagues may seek your advice on matters extending beyond work responsibilities. This presents an opportunity to deepen these connections while maintaining appropriate boundaries. Your natural Aries directness helps navigate these situations with integrity. Family connections benefit from the stabilizing energy of Saturn, forming a sextile with your sun sign. Conversations with relatives, especially those you've had tension with, can become surprisingly productive. You may find common ground on issues that previously seemed irreconcilable.